Hey y'all, part two, how I glowed up at 40. So this video, if y'all didn't watch part one discussed my weight loss and how I achieved a 50-pound weight loss over a year using GLP-1s, plant-based eating, keto, different things like that. So if you're interested in that, go check out that video. Part two, I said that we would go deeper into my journey with antidepressants. And I told why I kind of start looking into them and was researching for someone else and realized that, I'm depressed. I'm anxious, right? I think more than anything that anxiety is what kind of shocked me. I was like, but I was having panic attacks and racing thoughts, and it got really bad. So once it got really bad, I realized I needed to do something about it. But before it got really bad, it was more looked like not trusting people, being hyper vigilant. I realized I could, my kids were telling me something about their day. I was like, what happened? What they say to you? Who was it? I was always just like on edge, just never could relax. Always thinking everybody had ill intentions. And I thought that was part of my personality. Like, we make anxiety so much a part of who we are when it's really just anxiousness talking. And so that was a really big, eye opener for me, because I always considered myself very, hyper vigilant, which I still am, but if I see somebody doing something wrong to someone, I'll jump in, which I still will. But I think more anything, just always thinking people had bad intentions was my main trait in being hyper vigilant of anxiety showing up in my life. So what happened when I was prescribed? I was prescribed fluoxetine, which is Prozac, and even the woman, I have a great black woman psychiatrist, and she's a one who prescribed it, and I was like, Prozac, isn't that for I just realized how, we've used these medications to label people, or it's oh, you need to go get on Prozac. Anybody who's a 90s kid know that's one of the main things we say to people when we thought they were acting crazy. And so I was like, you sure? This is kind of extreme. She was like, no, it's not for, this and that. Depression and anxiety is considered a mental health. I was like, oh, wow, okay. All right, here we go. So I ended up taking it. And I would say within the first 4 weeks, the anxiety was pretty much gone. Didn't really have any side effects other than for a minute I was really sensitive to caffeine. It just made me so go. So I had to calm down on my caffeine. I started drinking more caffeine free stuff. That was it pretty much for a month. So I noticed anxiety was gone and I was sleeping well. Just that in itself was a huge jump for me. I kept going. I had a follow-up, and I told her, I realized anxiety's 100% gone, but the depression still isn't, still kind of, I just wasn't, my normal self is hey everybody, all right. That's me on a normal day. But I was just kind of feeling not excited about life, so I knew that I was still depressed. And so she changed it up to another milligram, and I felt like my old self, like my original me. And I'm very private. So this is me being vulnerable, but this is like, I feel like, dang, if I was going through this, how many other people are going through this? And I'm a person who, I'm going to research, I'm going to figure stuff out. I'm going to do something about things. And I know a lot of people don't try to figure it out and take that next step. So, that was my main kind of like, okay, I have to really let people know about this. And I've been kind of a brand ambassador for Prozac and fluoxetine ever since. Like, bro, it changed my life, bro. It changed my life. Because a lot, I don't want to go into what was going on, but it helped me. And it helped me realize too that I was living kind of like other people's ideals of what life should look like in lieu of my own. It just started opening my eyes. It really just started showing me like where I was out of alignment in my life, where I was not fully showing up for myself in my life, how I truly felt about myself, how I was putting myself last. And it just kind of opened up a whole can of worms of, the life changes I've made over the past 6 months. But I would say the main thing was being able to come out of the depression mindset, come out of the anxiety mindset. And now I was able to go for things that, I told you all in the first one, losing weight. I got my dream job as a consultant, but I was still working from home. I traveled a lot, but I was still working from home. And I realized, you know what? I'm an extrovert. Like, I need to get out and be around people all the time. And so I was just like, you know what? I'm going to go get a contract locally where I don't have to do it anymore. And like, that's what I did. Like, so it was very eye-opening to see like idea to action happen so quickly. Usually I would probably overthink shit till I got on my own damn nerves. And this way I was like, wow, I wanted something, I came up with it, and I did it. Like, so if you're having issues in that place, if you kind of overanalyze stuff, you may want to consider this. I'm not telling y'all need to go get on something, but what I am saying is look into it. If you're kind of just not feeling like yourself, you're unhappy, you just have no zest for life, the zeal for anything in your life, you're probably depressed, right? If you're always concerned and over worried and overanalyzing stuff, you probably got anxiety. And you can try to self-medicate with CBD or THC, because I tried to, but it just wasn't, it didn't change the serotonin levels in the brain like the medication did. And usually I'm very much holistic, but you gotta do what works, and it works. So, all right, y'all. So that's part 2. I will go deeper into part 3 on other stuff on how I glowed up at age of 40. All right. Hope y'all enjoyed it. See you on the next one.